That's not good. Uh-oh.
It's right. Yeah.
Little rock?
Yeah. There. It's pushing the hitch heel against the rotor.
Ah.
There you go. There you go.
Nice. Thank you so much.
It fell between in here like this.
Yep.
But on the other side.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Thank you. All right, if you're in the Lake Powell / Page, Arizona area and you need help with your car for any reason, just something quick while you're on a trip or something, head over here to Page Muffler and Auto Repair. They were super nice to take care of that for only $20. And actually on Google reviews, there's a bunch of other people that were here on vacation. Similar thing, you know, something happened real quick and they took care of it in a few minutes. I was in and out in 10 minutes. Greetings, salutations. Thanks for joining me for another video. This morning I am in Page, Arizona. I've actually been here for a few days now. You probably last saw me leaving the Grand Canyon and heading toward Page, and I actually decided to, I had already filmed like 6 episodes, so I was like, you know what, I think I need a couple days, 2 or 3 days to edit. And so ended up coming to a hotel here in Page and just hanging out for a few days, just basically sitting in my room doing a lot of editing. And now I'm getting ready to head off to Moab, Utah. Now I've been to Moab a couple other times on the channel and I've loved it so much that like every year, I feel like I just have to go back there. And this year, having the electric XP Lite e-bike with me, I think that's gonna just open up so many more exploration opportunities. So I'm planning to head there, do a little biking, just hang out around the campground, hopefully cook some great food around the campfire. And so, yeah, let's just head there. Right now I have 55% on my Model Y, and I'm probably gonna have to charge up before I leave, but let's go ahead, take a look at the screen. Oh, by the way, if you are new here, my name is Bryan Hauer. I'm on a 30-day camping series all around the western side of the United States, trying to visit as many epic spots as possible. And so if you're not subscribed, I highly suggest you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of these incredible adventures. All right, let's go ahead and let's just hit the supercharger icon there. All right, so you can see there is Moab right up here. There's actually 2 ones there. This is the one that's been there for a while, 4 stalls at 120 kilowatt max. That's at a hotel there. But there's also another one you can kind of see behind there. Let's click that one. That one, 8 stalls, 250 kilowatt max. We'll definitely go to that one. Let's go ahead and put in the directions. Yep, it's gonna have me going to Blanding, which is, I've been there before. In fact, that's when I found out I had COVID in an episode from last year. Started feeling kind of terrible on the way and was like, oh, let's take a test. So you can see the route here. It's taking me from the Page, Arizona Supercharger, which it wants me to go to and charge up there. Then it wants me to drive up here through Monument Valley area to Blanding, and that's actually a pretty scenic route. Hopefully there's not a lot of wind so we can actually see all the incredible rock formations. And then we'll supercharge in Blanding for a little bit before heading on to Moab. Now, because it's a Saturday and I'm probably gonna be getting in a little bit late in the day, I have 0 chance of scoring an actual campsite. I already know that, especially this time of year. So I'm probably just gonna stealth camp somewhere in the main part of Moab. And then in the morning, I'm gonna head over to a specific BLM, Bureau of Land Management campsite that I've stayed at before and should have no problem Sunday morning, you know, finding something there. And then I'm gonna use my e-bike to go explore all around Moab. All right, so let's go ahead and just take a look at the directions here. All right, so yeah, it wants me to go, it says 50 minutes at Page. So that's gonna be, that's a long charging session. So we're gonna need a lot to make it all the way. All right, so let's head over to the Page, Arizona Supercharger, only 4 minutes away. And let's get charging so we can get out of here. It looks like we have a long charging session. In fact, that's one of the longest charging sessions I've ever seen on here.
Now turn right onto Clubhouse Drive. Now turn right. Now you have arrived at your destination.
All right, so we are starting to charge now. I believe these are 150 kilowatts. Yeah, these are 8 stalls at 150 kilowatt max. It shows estimated charge time 45 minutes. So it must really want me to get close to 100% because that's crazy. I've never even really, I think only one other time have I seen it that much. I gotta make a few phone calls and I'll probably run inside, go to the bathroom, do a few things anyways. Yeah, we're not getting the greatest speed yet either, only 95. I guess it's probably because I already have 55% in the battery, so it's not the optimal conditions to charge, but we'll make do and get on out of here, hopefully not too long from now. I don't know if I'm gonna wait all the way to 100% that it wants me to go to. I did this drive, this exact drive, with a cargo box on top, and I still made it. Barely, but still made it. So I don't think it should take that long, but what I did notice is that right here after Mexican Hat, there's Bluff right there. I can actually stop there. There's a CCS charger there from ChargePoint, and I think it's 125 kilowatt, so that would work perfect. And so I could probably just go there, charge for about 10 minutes, and then be on my way to Blanding. So I'm probably gonna take off here in about 5 minutes. My only hesitation with going to Bluff and doing that is just there's only 2 chargers. So if they're both being used or whatever, it could end up taking longer. Like I said, I'll probably stick around another 5-10 minutes here and then go ahead and take off. But that's a good backup, or if I get close and it's available, I'll just top off. And it currently says that with 89%, that I'd get to Blanding with 1%. I think I left in the other video when I went there and I made it on 0. I think I left with like 4%, something like that, maybe 5. I think it was 5%. And ended up getting there with 0. That again was with a rooftop cargo box where I was losing like 25%, if not more. So I shouldn't have that same issue, but we'll wait till this gets up to probably around 5 or 6, and then we'll take off. You can see it is 3 hours and 19 minutes, 200 miles. I'm also gonna check with Apple Maps and just make sure that this current route is the correct one. It looks like it, but I just want to make sure, because sometimes when you get out in the middle of nowhere, Tesla Maps is a little nutty. It sometimes just has terrible directions. I'm gonna see which way is the best and whichever is the shortest and go that way, because I was pretty sure I went up toward Monument Valley through Mexican Hat last time and then to Bluff. So I did verify on Apple Maps that that is the correct way. I thought maybe going up here might be a little quicker, but both of them showed 199 miles, 3 hours and 18 minutes roughly. So we'll stick with that route and hopefully get there. Now, while I didn't do a lot this time while I was in the Page/Lake Powell area, I was basically just editing in a hotel the entire time. I did do a video from here last year. I will also link to that up here as well as down in the description below. All right, so we are currently up to 98%, and you can see it shows 9, well, it did just show 10% a second ago. When we arrive, that should be enough. Of course, again, we do have the CCS charger here near Bluff if we need to. All right, let's go get unhooked. All right, and so for anyone interested, that was $13.49. All right, let's get headed to Moab with a stop in Blanding. All right, so this time it's opposite of what usually happens. What usually happens, and it happened in my last video as well as when I was in Poland, was I'd leave a supercharger. It would say like you're gonna have 22% when you get there, and then when you arrive at the next supercharger, and then I'd leave and 10 seconds later it would drop like by half or more. This time it's all over the place. It said I would have 10% when I left. Then just a second ago, it said 22%, and now it shows 16%, all within probably 90 seconds. So hopefully it's just somewhere in the middle, and I have plenty. All right, so just a little mid-drive update. About 2 hours, 25 minutes left, 156 miles. It currently now says 6% we'll arrive with. So it's kind of fluctuated between 10 when we left, to 22, to 16, to around 10 again for a while, now down to 6. So who knows? Hopefully it's just somewhere right in there. Like I said, I do have that backup of the CCS charge point station somewhere near Bluff, Utah. So we'll see what happens, how it shakes out, but as of now, still have enough to make it. Either way, I'm sure we'll be fine. And, you know, today it's just funny. You know, weather's decent, 67 degrees. It was just like 73, so must be going up in elevation a little bit. Cloudy for the first day, like all week since I've been in Arizona. I was gonna do the Upper Antelope Canyon tour this morning, and then I woke up and it said it was gonna rain all morning. It didn't, but it was cloudy, and I decided, you know, they're charging like $135 for that for like an hour, and really, from what I understand, it's just there's just a couple areas where you can get the light beam coming through, and if it's not sunny out, you're probably not gonna get that anyways. So I didn't know if it was really worth it, so I just opted to just forgo it this time and not worry about it. But drive so far has been beautiful, lots of cool rock formations and stuff like that. And I'm sure as we get farther along here on the trek, it'll even get more spectacular. All right, so I'll check in with you again, probably in about an hour. All right, so we're getting the dreaded stay below 65 to reach your destination warning. I had this last time too. In fact, it had me go all the way down to like under 55, I think. I'm just gonna keep driving, and then, like I said, probably just stop in Bluff and top off if needed. All right, well, it is starting to get a little dark up here. Not too bad straight ahead, but off to the right, look at that. It is definitely raining over there. Kind of one of the worst places to be when there's really heavy torrential rain is in the desert, and that's where I'm at. So not super pumped about that, but again, look straight ahead, it's not too bad. Straight ahead and off to the left, it's more to the right, to the, I guess that would be the northeast or east. All right, so I just pulled over here because it said scenic view, and I just thought, oh, I'd look around and see. And then, look at this. Hey, puppies. Just hanging out here in the middle of literally nowhere. There's nothing around here. Hey, puppy. Kind of crazy. Literally in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I gotta go. I don't want you to get hit by a car. All right, so 30 minutes left update. It says we'll get there with 2%. And it says Blanding is, yeah, about 29 miles away. I just saw the sign. Bluff is only 4 miles away, so if I wanted to, I could stop there. But honestly, if it says 2% and I'm only and I still have 20% left, I think I'll be okay.
In 500 feet, turn right. Then you will arrive at your destination.
All right, just getting to the Blanding, Utah Supercharger.
Now bear right.
All right, so just arrived at the Blanding, Utah Supercharger. You got 4 stalls. I think they're 120 kilowatt. Yep, 4 stalls, 120. Click out of that. And arrived with 4%. So a little less than I originally thought, and actually what the Tesla thought, but still plenty to go. Had another at least probably 60 miles, 70 miles, I would say, because there's 25 or so when you get to 0. And I'd say probably at least another 25 to 35, 40 or whatever in there with 4% left. So somewhere probably in the 50, 60 mile range. All right, well, this thing is thirsty, so I better get it plugged in and get it charging. And you can see Sentry mode is currently unavailable. Anytime you go below 20%, Sentry mode turns off. Yeah, to 100%, it'd be a little over an hour. We're not gonna do that. We're probably only gonna do, well, let's see actually, because we're gonna head to Moab next. All right, so Moab is right up here. Page is down here. We just came along this route. So let's go ahead and click Moab. We're not gonna go to that one though. I don't think. We're gonna try the other one. That one's 8 stalls at 250 kilowatt. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in, and let's see what Tesla says about our percentage, how long we need to stay. Yeah, only need to stay 15 minutes. So that's pretty much typical on average. I'll probably stay about 20, 25 minutes. I actually picked up a Subway sandwich, and so got it right there. We'll go ahead and have that, and then I'll probably take off. Oh yeah, and since that last charge, we're getting around 319 watt hours per mile. So that's actually pretty decent on the way here. So that's why getting here with 4%, I felt like we should have still got here with maybe 10, 12, but oh well. Yeah, we only have about an hour and 20 minutes onto Moab, 75 miles. So not far at all. Should probably get there maybe around like 6:15, 6:30 or so. And I'll probably head to dinner.
I'm coming to win. I do it big, big, say it again. I do it big, I'm coming to win. I do it big, say it again. I do it big. Bigger than most do it. If I see a wall, I'ma go through it. Me, I'm falling.
All right, up to 47%. Again, says we'll arrive with 27%. So that should be plenty. And then let's go ahead and look at how much this was. That was $14.20. All right, let's hit the road. Yeah, I actually camped at this lake on the left here. Can't remember, yeah, Recapture Reservoir. I actually camped there last year. It was pretty cool. All right, so just noticed something interesting. So I have 38%. Says we'll get there with 34%. We still have an hour drive left. So that's interesting. I mean, I don't know. We're not way up in the mountains or anything like that. But maybe it is mostly downhill ahead. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. But yeah, we're only going to use 3% more in the next hour. I'm baffled. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know, Teslas and most EVs have regenerative braking. So anytime you're going down a hill, using your brakes, things like that, letting off the accelerator, you're going to create energy. So watch this little line right here. I'm gonna let off the gas with my, or the accelerator with my foot. See, that's putting energy into the car. Same thing happens when you're going down a hill, down a mountain. You're actually putting energy back into the car. When I leave Mount Charleston near Vegas, about 35 minutes outside of Vegas, when I'm out there and I'm camping and then I head back, I actually gain around 6%, 7% heading down the mountain on the way back. So I get that, it just doesn't seem like we're up that high. All right, you can see I have cruise control going, don't have my feet on the pedals or anything like that. And I'm actually going down this mountain, and you can see right there, you see that green line? That's the car putting energy back into the car. I have to hit the brake a little bit, going a little too fast there. Yeah, that's, I'll probably actually, so I have 33% right now, and I still have 45 minutes left. I still don't see any way that we're gonna get it. Now it shows 29%. So it's definitely going down. That was a little off earlier, but I'm guessing we'll get there with like, I don't know, 20% or something like that. And now if I push the accelerator down, like this, and push it down, you can see then it goes gray. That's because I'm using energy. So that's what that line means. And if you get really low to 0%, you'll start seeing on the right here, this gray line will turn into dots. And it'll start from the right and go to the left. Once those dots disappear, then you're out of battery. That's when you have to worry. You gotta keep tabs on it once you get there. Alright, just getting into Moab, Utah. We got about just under 2 miles. It'll be on the right side. We're kind of getting into the main center area here of Moab, and off to the left in about half a mile is where the old charger, it's still there at a hotel, but it's 4 stalls at like 120, I think, and maybe 150. We're gonna just try the new one, which is about a mile past that, and that's 250. Yeah, just to the left here, that's this Best Western. Right there, that's where the other charger is. All right, new chargers must be here at this Hyatt place on the right.
Now turn right.
Thanks for telling me earlier, Tesla.
Now you have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, nice to have some 250 kilowatt chargers here and have a little bit more of an option. All right, we made it to the Moab, Utah North Main Street Supercharger. I ended up arriving with 22%. I don't know why it said like 33 at that one point. Let's go ahead and look at range efficiency. 221 watt hours per mile. It's because a lot of it was downhill. So pretty good though. All right, let's go get hooked up though so we can go have dinner. All right, and you can see the kilowatts going up there. Already up to 200, 228, 253. All right, we'll let it go for, I don't know, we'll probably charge up to about 80% just so we have some to, you know, just go explore and everything like that. And as you can see here, there is lots of little dirt roads and everything, not only just in this area, but all around Moab. So can't wait to take the electric XP Lite out sometime probably tomorrow and just go and explore as much of Moab as possible. All right, so we are here at the Moab, I think it's called North Main. Let me make sure. Yeah, North Main Street Supercharger, and just got done, or just about done charging. Up to 71%. Should be probably ready to leave in about 10 minutes once I get over 80%. And then I'm planning just to head back down here into kind of the Main Street downtown area. And there's just bars and restaurants and stuff like that. And I'll probably just go to one of those, grab some food for dinner, And since I'm probably going to be stealth camping tonight, because there's no way, again, in Moab in spring on a Saturday night at 6:30 that I'm getting a camping spot. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. I mean, usually if you don't get there by like 10:30, 11 a.m., they're all gone. So I don't even have any thoughts of finding a place tonight. So I'm probably just I might even just go here at the Hyatt place. They got a big parking lot. You can pull up against this wall over here, and I think that might work best. And plus the chargers are right here, and I'm probably about 5 minutes from the river over here, and there's a bunch of camping along there, which I did like a year and a half, 2 years ago, right when I started my channel. But I think I found a campground up on top of the hills, kind of overlooks everything, last year that I really liked. I just loved the location of it. And then there's tons of trails and everything up by the campsite. So I think that's probably going to end up working out best. And we'll probably go there again tomorrow morning around maybe around 9:30, 10 a.m. and try to find somewhere. But I think for now, I'll probably just see you when I head to dinner. All right, so I just got back from having dinner. I am here at this Hyatt place where the Tesla Supercharger is, right here in the parking lot. And I pulled over just into this one little section against the wall. This place is packed. It's literally like there's only a few spots left. So I just grabbed one, and I'm gonna put the window shades up and stealth camp tonight. And then, I mean, there was no reason to get a hotel. By the way, hotels in Moab are like minimum $250 for a decent one, upwards of $500. So I wouldn't do that probably most times anyways. When I'm out on the road like this and I get into somewhere kind of late, I'm probably just gonna stealth camp, and then in the morning I'll go over 9 or 10 o'clock over to the campground and get my spot secured as people are leaving. And yeah, that's just easier way to do it. I'm not gonna spend that much money, and especially when you're on the road as much as I am, which is like probably at least, I'm probably in either hotels or campgrounds or something like that on the road, probably about 70% of the year. So obviously there's times when I'm in hotels for weeks at a time or even months at a time. But there's other times when I'm just like out, and I'm like, when I'm out camping and things like that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna use up that money that's allocated for that part of the travel on like getting into a town at like 9 or 10 o'clock. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna go out to dinner, and then after that I'm just gonna come back, put the window shades up, the bed's already made in the back, wake up in the morning, then head over to the campground. All right, so I'm gonna put the window shades up and get a little more comfortable for bed, and then tomorrow we're gonna go out and take the e-bike out and explore all around Moab. Okay, now I'm gonna turn on camp mode. So I'm just gonna go down to climate controls and go over here, tap camp, and it's enabled. Oh, and I currently have 86%. There you go, try to focus. And so it should be a little less than 1% per hour by the morning. I'll probably get up around 7. So probably more like 10 hours. Should be about 9% or so gone. All right, so I'm actually probably gonna do a little bit of work, some editing, and then watch a little YouTube and head off to bed. So I will see you guys in the morning. All right, well, good morning. It is 7 a.m. right now, and I'm here in the hotel parking lot of the Hyatt place in Moab. It's, like I said, 7 a.m., so it's been, I think it was 9:30 when I went to bed, and I had 86%. I currently have 76%. Yeah, so it's been about 10 and a half hours, and we used about 10% battery. So pretty much right in line with just a little less than 1% per hour that I've been getting for the last couple of years. So pretty much right in line with that. I'm gonna run inside real quick, run to the bathroom, and then I'm going to probably head down toward the other supercharger and hang out in that area. There's very little cell reception in this area. Obviously I can't put Starlink up, stealth camping, so I'm gonna head down that way, and that's also a little closer to where I'm going to check the campground in about, I'd say probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and see if anybody's leaving. Should be a lot of people leaving. It's Sunday morning, so shouldn't be too hard to find a campsite for tonight. Then I'm gonna get everything set up for a night at the campground, and I'm gonna take the electric e-bike out from Electric and take that out and explore a little bit of Moab. You can see cameras behind us. Again, I wish I could keep this up all night, but the screensaver takes over and goes to the fireplace for about 15 minutes and then goes black after that. But yeah, I wish I could see this at all times, but don't know a way to do that quite yet. All right, so I just took the window shade down. Kind of have a good spot. So I kind of have this little area that's right by the wall, just bushes on one side. So yeah, it kind of ended up working out perfect. All right, so I ended up getting here to, I think it's a Best Western, where the Best Western, where the other Tesla Superchargers are. These are the slower, I think there's four stalls at 120 kilowatt max. It's only about 5 minutes from the other one, from the 250s. But I came down here because I get better cell reception, plus there's a bunch of restaurants in the area I can go to for breakfast. But then I'm gonna head up to where the Alcove campground is, but I will save that for the next video. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next travel quick tip or review video. Thanks for watching.